Hi ITZY Society, welcome back to the Antisocial Planet, and today we are checking out Yuna's Yet But, which doesn't give me a lot of insight about what this song is going to be about in terms of theme, topic, but I do know that Yuna's going to be a cutie pie, so it's going to be a win either way. I feel like I heard part of this in the guide, because I think there was a clip of it, but I can't remember sonically what it was. It was so long ago now. Ooh, okay, fun. All right, we got the attitude already. Cute. Wait, okay. There's such a fun bounce to this, and I love the layered vocals that was like call and response. I think it's really fun, where it'll be like half of the line will be her just like singing on her own, and then we'll have this layered vocal with her voice and like response. I think that's so fun. Just again, to have this like bounce feeling of almost like ping-ponging back and forth between those two, but it also feels, like I said, like a call and response with this almost like pep talk of like no matter what, or I don't care, having that kind of call and response with like people like saying things and her being like it doesn't matter, or encouraging people. This feels a little bit like a pep talk to like maybe fans in general, or just to whoever may be listening, of it's time to like stop caring about what other people are talking about, or to have a little bit of a refresh, right? Like it says here, of letting yourself be true to who you are, which is very in line with ITZY, right? I think it's a great way of having that call and response of people joining into the message of the song. I love that. That's a fun like swell with their vocal. Wait. Wait, the attitude. Not yet, huh? Wait, okay, so I get it, the yet, but like you don't know it yet, but you're actually a lot better than you might think, right? So having that like back and forth. Again, like I was saying, it feels like this two-sided of what you think versus reality, or like what other people think versus reality, right? Like the separation of those two things. And I think that's really fun with having these like kind of call and response, almost chopped in half lines, right? I really love the falling like ad-lib that she did. It was like this yawn sound. It was really cute. I also love the like kind of pick up with some of this like repetition that's happening in contrast to those held notes. She had one like really beautiful held soft note there during this line before we got into the not yet, but right. So having that repetition, even having the repeated like T sounds, which are our stop. So a little bit of a harsher sound in that delivery, I think is really fun after that held note. Some really fun vocals from her, beautiful lightening up head voice falsetto sounds that she's playing around with as well. And I think that this just works really well with her voice to have this kind of pep talk song, because she has such a bright forward sound to her voice that having this kind of like bright uplifting song, I think really blends well with her vocal tone. Beautiful softening of her voice there. I like this with the chunky like guitar. Not yet, huh? Fun little like scoops. Beautiful layered vocals there. Wait, beautiful layering to so many of these vocals, which is so fun. And just a fun bounce. Like the way that she's putting this, like these scoops in her voice is so fun. Even this widening out of some of the vowels and like a little bit of vocal fry. All these fun little characters in her voice. She has such a unique voice anyway that I feel like you have to lean into some of the character that she can have. And even just her in performance, she's such an expressive performer from the little bit that I've gotten to see in like music videos and like clips of live performances. ITZY is definitely a group that I have to check out some live performances for. But anyways, pin it for later. We'll get to it. I still have discography stuff to catch up on, but love all the character that she's putting in to have this like fun bounce, especially again for the song that's about, hey, don't have all these like fake worries or like you're trying to be sincere, but you're not facing reality. What I was saying of like the reality versus what you think. And when you're being very critical of yourself, those things don't line up. You can have so many of these negative thoughts about who you are, and it's not actually in line with the reality of like how you are, how other people see you. If you're going to be delusional or if you're going to think of yourself in a way that doesn't line up with reality, why not lean into the positive, right? Like, why not be like, maybe you're better than you think, right? Why not lean into you actually can do whatever you want? Because if we're going to be thinking of ourselves in a way that isn't aligned with our reality, you might as well look at yourself as like this amazing person, right? So I love leaning into some of that character and some of this like bounce that this song has, but beautiful moments where she softens out her voice and we get these like layered vocals into it. I think that's such a beautiful contrast with these character moments where it's a little bit more of like a brighter, pingier sound from her voice. And I also think it just has like a gentler sound in general. Given what the song is about, I think that it has this like compassion to it, right? To have this like softer sound. I know it's not as easy as just think differently, right? If it were that easy, you'd do it. But I'm here for you and you are going to get there eventually, right? This whole like yet, but like you're not there yet, but I know that you're going to get there, right? And I'm going to be here for you. So I think that having that softer sound really lends to that as well. A little descending instruments. Yeah, see, I'm waiting for your perfect time. I know I'm interrupting before we get to a bridge. Thank God we're getting a K-pop song with a bridge. But I love, again, some of the sounds that she's putting in that not yet, but like the way that she's like pronouncing that, right? Like she's putting a lot of almost like this plosive on that B sound at the beginning of but, right? So having that like such like scoops and all of these like fun little emphasis on certain sounds, but like nothing, right? Like the way that she's elongating certain sounds, I think that it's so fun of just putting so much character into the like melodies of this song that like you can't help but smile. And again, I think that lends to what this song is about. Of I understand that you aren't at a point where you're seeing yourself the way that I do, or that you're able to do your best, because when you're struggling with what's going on with like how you see yourself or how you think of yourself or how you're letting external things get to you, right? Whether that's like thoughts and opinions of other people, or even just what you think someone's thoughts and opinions of you are, right? Can really mess with your ability to be at your best, because you feel the weight of all of those things. And when your thoughts are swirling around, it's really difficult for you to be at like the best you possibly can be. And having a song like this that's about saying, I know you're going to get to that point. I know that it's going to get better for you. Having so much fun character in this song, you can't help but smile, right? You can't help but have a little bit of fun with it while you're listening. And I think that is like a wonderful way of lifting someone's spirits too, of just being like, I'm gonna be silly, I'm gonna be a little bit off kilter in the performance, because like why not be like a little bit like weird or unique or whatever, and make someone smile along the way, right? Saying like, you don't need to be perfect, even though I see you as flawless. I could be a little off kilter too, and we'll just be a little bit weird together, right? Going back to Dalla Dalla, right? Like it's okay to be different and let's just do our own thing. So I think that it fits so well with that.
what you are. I mean maybe you don't know yet, but not yet, huh? 널 믿지 못할 때면 그저 날 믿어봐. I know you're gonna shine.
Beautiful cry in her voice. Wait, she's so cute. Ooh, there's a high ad-lib there. See, that's what I'm saying. I love that so much. Such a fun song, such a fun delivery from her as well. And I think that right there at the end where it was like talking about like ups and downs, right? There's gonna be things that you struggle with all the time. Never mind, just smile and laugh it off. It's like I was saying before of her being like, hey, I can also be off kilter, and her having these moments where she's putting so much character into her voice. She's having fun with the delivery with like little cries and vocal fries and even just like the ad-libs and things all layered into this of her just like having fun and being cute and not taking it too seriously is lending to that of being like, hey, like I can do weird stuff too. I can do off kilter things. I can do things just because it's fun, and like people might point at that and say judgments about it or whatever, but it doesn't matter. Let's just smile and laugh it off and continue doing things that are fun because they're fun. And we can't control all of the ups and downs. We can't make it so that nothing bad ever happens, but we can control if we're like letting ourselves have a little bit of fun, even if it's just for like, a break from everything. So I think that this song lends so well to that of just, again, you can't help but smile while you're listening to it. Maybe I'm biased just because like Yuna, I was gonna smile anyway. She could do like nothing and I'd be like, that's the cutest person I've ever seen on the planet. Who am I to judge? But I feel like she put so much intentional stuff into the song that was specifically to make people smile and to have a laugh, and that even if you are going through a difficult time and you listen to the song, I feel like it'll at least make you smile, right? And I think that that is such a fun way of bringing that into the storytelling of like how the song is designed, right? It's not just about the lyrical content, it's also about like the way that she's delivering that message, and also just a bop. Like she does such a good job. There's some beautiful layered vocals throughout this whole thing that I think just work really well with it. Thank goodness I wasn't recording it the full time, because the moment I pulled this video up and I saw that, the squeal that came out of me. Look, the like magenta color in the back. You're giving me a cute puppy right away. This video is meant to make me smile. I'm so happy. Let's do it. Oh, look how lovely. All the pinks. This is a fun set. Are we on a mission? That is not going to help you with the vacuum of space. Wait, okay, so I love the whole concept of being at like a space station or whatever, because one, I think it's just a fun set. Two, I think it lends really well to this of like almost being stuck in like a dark place, right? Like space in and of itself is like dark, cold, there's nothing around, right? Quiet, it's very isolating, right? All of the symbolism of that. And then having like Yuna there of like to the rescue. It feels like maybe because we had a diamond detected and she's, I'm on it. Mission accepted. So I think that it's so fun to have this like point of light and color, right, with this like vibrant pinks that are going on in contrast to like the surroundings of space, right, where you can feel isolated and adrift. So I love all that, and like the 8-bit graphics that we're getting. Love it. Are we like watching over the earth? It's cute. Like a video game. Look how lovely. I love that little stomp of the foot. Man, she's such a good performer. Wait, okay, so again, I love the choreo. She's so cute. The cute aggression is very strong. She's so cute. It's fine. We're cool. We're fine. But I even love this like platform again in this like dark setting. We have this platform where she's dancing all in white with the dancers, right? We have these spotlights. So it's again being this like spot of light within those dark, I don't know, empty spaces, right? This like nowhere place, right? Same with the space and everything. Love the transition with 8-bit, almost like a video game mission. I think is really fun too. Cause again, it's playful, it's fun, it's bright, right? It, for me at least, it reminds me of like growing up, some of the kind of childish wonder, right? So bringing all of that in to this music video of being like, hey, let's just treat it like it's a fun game, right? Let's turn it into something that's silly. Let's have these vibrant pops of color and these really like fun cutesy dance moves that are going along with it of let's not take this all too seriously. Let's just have fun with it and not worry about what anyone's going to think or say or whatever. And I think that's such a fun thing. Even like having the dog there, right? One, dogs make me smile, so I'm always here for a dog to be included in any kind of music video. But like a dog, majority of the time, is going to be extremely happy to see you. Like we talk about like the image of a dog when like you come home to like a dog or a pet or whatever, and the way that they're just like unconditionally super excited to see you. I love having that image of this, of being like, let's not worry about what anyone is going to think. Let's like focus in on something where it's unconditional and it's excited and it's just happy that you exist, as opposed to all the judgments that can come with thinking about how other people might have opinions about you. I think that's such a fun image. And then having the diamond where it's all the different like refracted versions of Yuna is really fun too. I love that stomp so much on the beat. Even though like, hey. That's fun. Love the little shoulder shimmy on that vocal. Ooh, wait, that's fun with the camera turning. It's fun with that set too. That's fun, little step over. I love the like logo too, being the like again like 8-bit vibes. That's so fun. I loved that. I wasn't ready for us to get like space imagery. As someone who loves space, 100% there for that. But again, like I was saying, I think it led so well to what the song is about, of you might feel a little bit adrift, or you might feel like you're isolated or separate from everyone, and having Yuna's almost this like guardian over the planet of being like diamond detected on it. So I love that. And even just talking about how you're not there yet. Like I understand that you're not where you want to be yet. Space is like the in between, right? Of you're not at a specific destination yet, but you're traveling there, right? Like you're reaching for the stars and you're in this weird middle zone of you don't quite know what you're doing. You're not back on Earth and you're not where your destination is. So it can feel strange to be in that in between, but I know you're going to get there, right? So I think the symbolism of that is really fun. It's also just a really fun like aesthetic for this, to have kind of the futuristic like graphics with an homage to 8-bit older sci-fi things as well. And also to have these really vibrant pops of color in contrast to like the darker space and everything, I think really lends well to it. Choreo also looks super cute. So I just have a huge smile on my face, which I knew I would because Yuna, but I think that this is such a cute video. This video really gave me everything that I could possibly want. It gave me Yuna, space, and a puppy. that's the formula. If you want to make me happy, if you want to give me a smile, that's a good way to get there. And also just a really fun performance. Like I was saying, the dance was really fun. Having the literal like bounce or like exaggerated steps in it really lends well to the instrumentation. But again, it's also fun and cutesy and not taking itself super seriously. Some fun like hand movements of framing the face and everything, which also goes along with the vibes of the song. Or you don't know how like amazing you are yet, but you will. And just the vibrant colors, I loved everything about it. Like so different from all of their different solos on this album, which I also think is super fun to just lean into their personalities and let them explore different things. Makes me excited that like maybe we get more solo stuff from all of them. I don't know. If I can just make a wish, I would love that. But I hope you enjoyed listening to that along with me. Click this playlist to go and see my previous reactions, or you can subscribe to miss next time I post an ITZY reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye.